All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is on page 25 in your book. It's Activity 2, Creating Images. We're going to go over using defaults when creating an image, Custom Shapes tool, adding a stroke to a selection, and the gradient application. We're going to follow the instructions exactly the way it says in the book. So let's go into Photoshop, and we're going to close Resize Daisies. We don't have to save it because we already had it saved where I wanted it. Okay, we are going to hold down. We're going to create a new document in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, all you do is choose File, New, File, New, or the shortcut key is Command N. You want to get familiar with your shortcut keys in Photoshop. It makes you more faster and more efficient. For name, we could just go ahead and type filled star, just like it says in the book. Filled star, right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure the width and height is 150. And make sure it says pixels and not inches, centimeters, millimeters, points, picas, or columns. It has to be pixels. Last period somebody did inches and their document was very huge. Had 150 inches. Resolution, what does yours say?
72.
Alright, I'm going to put mine at 72 as well.
You might put it on pixels since it's 45,000. So put it down.
Yeah. Okay, the default is a transparent background for background contents. Note that you can change the background colors. You can choose background color, and then when it opens you can choose what color you need. It's not set in stone. Like if you chose transparent, you could add a background color to it, or white, or background color. Just go ahead and choose white, and we're going to click OK. Alright, so now we have a 150 by 150 blank Photoshop document right there. You can set the foreground to one of your favorite colors. All you got to do is double click on background to we're going to unlock it. Double click on it, click OK, and we got a foreground color. You can go to the paint bucket and fill it in with a color. Okay, some of you are asking, where's the paint bucket tool? The paint bucket tool shares a spot with two other things. If you press G, that's the shortcut to the paint bucket tool. Now if you hold down Shift G, hold down Shift and keep pressing G, it switches in between the tools. But paint bucket shares a space with gradient and 3D material drop tool. Now, one of the options was transparent. Can anybody tell me what a transparent document looks like? Well, how does the software let you know that you have a transparent background? That's right. It looks like a checkerboard right here, just like this. You got the little gray and white checkerboards. Now, when you export it, that doesn't show up. That's just the software's way of telling you, hey, that's a transparent document. All right, the last thing we're going to do, we're going to click on the rectangle tool. It's U. If you hold down Shift U, it switches in between all the tools in that spot. But we're going to choose Custom Shape tool. custom shape tool. Looks like a warped star. Now what we're going to do, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the top options menu for the shapes, custom shapes tool, and we're going to find a star. Well, it may not automatically show, so what a lot of these panels have is a library. By clicking on that sprocket, we're going to open up the library and choose shapes. See shapes right there? Click on that, click append, and it adds shapes to it. And then there's the star we're looking for right there, the filled star. Now, what you can do with the shapes tool is click and drag, and it creates a shape. If you want to change the color, you just go to the fill at the top and you can choose a different color. It even gives you other options. You can make it gradient, or you can make it transparent, or you can make it gradient. You can create a custom gradient, or you can fill it with a pattern. There's even other libraries for other patterns. I don't like that. There. So now you got your star. Alright, we're going to finish off for this last part of the day and save this as, go File, Save As. Well, since we're saving a new document in Photoshop, the default format is going to try to be a Photoshop file. Now, while it's good for many reasons, you want to save it as a Photoshop file to maintain all the separate layers and not flatten the image. This time, we're just going to save this as a JIFF file. So we're going to change the format to CompuServe JIFF. CompuServe JIFF. Give me 1 minute. CompuServe JIFF, and then you're going to click right here and go under your recent places, find your 3A last name first initial _ lesson 1 folder, and we're going to save it as filledstar.gif and click save. Okay, so it's filledstar.gif, format CompuServe JIFF, click save, and it's going to ask you some basic questions. We're not going to go over that today. You can choose colors and transparency. Click OK. JIFF options, click OK. And now it's saved. And that's it for this part of the lesson.